Let's see the seventh question. Cystic fibrosis is a recessive genetic disorder. It is caused by mutations in the CFTR gene. In 2022, there were approximately 70,000 people with CF in the world. The world population was approximately 8 times 10 to the power 9 people. So suggest two reasons why these values are only approximate. Because we can't confirm that the the 70,000 people are the only people that were diagnosed with CF. Why? Because we have to answer with two reasons. Because of the change in the number of births and deaths. Sometimes among those 70,000 people, some may have died, so it will get reduced. Or even some births can occur with increasing in the number of cystic fibrosis. So that's why you have to write a change in the number of births and deaths, which is one of the reason for that. And other one is due to non-availability to check. In some countries or in some underdeveloping countries, there's no such techniques to measure whether diagnose the disease in people. So we don't know whether they are high resistant to that disease or they are having that disease. So that is another reason. Okay. And then let's move on to the next question. Estimate the probability of a person in 2022 having CF. We know that 70,000 people are diagnosed with CF in the world, and the total population was approximately 8 times 10 to the power 9. So among that population, this is the number. So that's the probability. So 70,000 divided by 8 times 10 to the power 9. We will get the answer as 8.75 times 10 to the power minus 6. This is the probability that you have to write. So let's move on to the next question. One mutation results in CFTR protein that is missing a single amino acid. The missing amino acid is phenylalanine. Explain how mutation can result in a CFTR protein missing a single phenylalanine. So when one amino acid is missing, that means what? It's a deletion mutation. You know, there are substitution mutations, addition, and then the deletion one. So this is kind of a deletion mutation because removing the three bases that code for phenylalanine. So that's the reason you have to write. So let's move on to the next question. The diagram shows the R group of phenylalanine. So, you know, this is the R group. This whole part is called the R group. And you have to complete the diagram. Show the amino acid. You know, in the amino acid, R group is there, which is attached to the carbon atom, asymmetrical carbon atom, and the other one is carboxylic acid group, which gives the acidic nature, and then the NH2 group, which gives the basic nature to the amino acids, and finally a hydrogen atom is attached to it. So this is the diagram that you have to make, right? So these are the things that you have to write. Then the next question, cystic fibrosis can affect the functioning of the reproductive systems in both males and females, causing infertility. Some females with CF have a thickened mucus in their reproductive tract. Explain how a mutation in the CF gene can result in infertility in these types of women. So, a mutation in the CFTR protein can result in non-functioning. You know that mutation will cause non-functioning, right? Due to that, Cl minus ions cannot move out of the cell. So water leaves the mucus and enters the cell, and it prevents the entry of sperms. That's why it causes the infertility. So these are the points that you have to write. Let's move on to the next part of the question. Mutations in the CFTR gene can result in the production of sperm cells that are not able to fertilize an egg cell. In some male carriers of CF, only half the sperm cells are healthy and able to fertilize an egg cell. Explain why male carriers of CF have a mixture of healthy sperm cells and sperm cells that are not able to fertilize an egg cell. So you know that male carriers. So you know in every other carriers option, they'll have the heterozygous nature, right? So they'll have the possibility to get that disease or not possible to get that disease, like the mixed characters. So that's why they are heterozygous with a combination of both alleles are there, the dominant and the recessive. The alleles are equally shared between the sperm cells. So it's always equally shared. Half of the sperm cell will have a defective allele and the other half will have the healthy normal alleles. So that's why. So that's the reason that you have to write for this question. So that's all about question number 7.